come. We're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Matt Gay now ready to get this one started. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Richardson throwing to start out. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He has the first over the middle. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 6-0 lead right away. Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Stroud off the play fake. That's completed right side. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Diving right side, got it! That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Completed over the middle. It'll be touchdown short of the marker, so 4th down coming up.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Fourth and 3, drive on the line.
All right.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He finds him beyond the marker. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
On the quick, right? Hey, uno more.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Colts take over on his 11th interception of the campaign.
Red zone defense, it is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
First down throw here from Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
7 Pirates. Come on, set.
Trying again following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He lets a heater go into a crowd, and intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Putting a receiver in motion. Stroud now on third. Able to hit Hall, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Look the hot.
From the gun, Stroud. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
The pitch is to Hall, and he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss. You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
Stephanie! Come 19! Come 19! Hut, hut!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
1 quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. 7-3 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Colts have the football. They've got first and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Trap 60!
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this one to Watson. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts now lead by 10. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Seibert now to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts drive their lead to 11. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Colts take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Unlock Ryan. Unlock Ryan. Here we go. Set.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Smash. Smash.
Toss play to Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Alert. Alert. Ready.
Here's Saquon. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Barkley runs it in. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts push their lead to 18. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go.
Here's Hall once more. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's the kind of run that shows he's trying to take some stress off the passing game to provide big plays. What a great help to that side of an offense when the ground game can deliver chunk plays too.
1st down, and they go right back to him. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Here we go.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
19 seconds.
Here's Stroud now. It's caught, Ferguson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. And it's the Texans. With it, 1st and 10.
All right.
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. This is ahead for about 5. Award that tackle to the effort of Leatu Latu. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
On the quick, right?
From the 43. Finds him on the crossing route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, Stroud. He's on the move. He can run it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And they'll pitch it out to him. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Hall has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Well, you're getting a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
Stroud gonna go on 4th down. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans chop some of the lead off before the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for 1 more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Looking to throw. He connects with his back deep down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Here we go. What you doing, offense? Keep it rolling, boy.
Throwing it just before halftime. He lofts one deep, center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall, and he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing is Stroud. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Stroud off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Hall running between the tackles. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice gain of 8 there, and that brings them to 1st and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Looking right, and he finds him. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
Yeah, the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Stroud. And that one's going to hit the turf.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Stroud. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He sends this one to the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Stays in the pocket. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Texans set to punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He lets one fly deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. I hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because it only took him a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Now the Colts leaving the offense out there. They're going to try for two. Trying for it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. They go for two, and that gives them a 3-score advantage. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Ferguson's got it, complete. And a massive hit at the end of that play, oh baby. But he hangs on through it, still able to get that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He puts some power on a deep one left. Touchdown, Houston. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Running back sent in motion. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Third and long, it's Richardson. He beams one deep right side. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans take possession off their 2nd interception of the game.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. thought he had a touchdown there. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. The tech. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. From the gun, Stroud. Escapes out to the left. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And that brings up fourth and long.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the three, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
So they got the lead back down to one score. Now it's all about locking in and recovering this kick. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He puts everything behind this one. Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it. The Colts are ready for the punt. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Running is Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Right offense, keep pushing the ball downfield. He wants some offense. Let's go. We can do this, offense.
Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He's throwing deep to the left side. It's complete. Oh, my. They left him wide open downfield. Seibert now to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts double their lead to 14. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Return starts from the goal line. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He's trying to go deep, and they pick him off again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Colts take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
First down throw here from Richardson. That's completed right side. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts have likely locked up the win right there. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's got a man left. And he'll get it up to the 44. Offense up to the line fast. They've got a man in motion. First down, Stroud. He fires one deep down the... He's got it inside the 25.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Desperation time here on 4th. Rolling left, buying some time. Throwing deep down the left side. And on 4th down, that one won't work. It's incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Throwing is Stroud. Getting out to his left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he got this close to midfield before going out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here's Stroud. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, and they pick him off again! Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Colts take it away once again, the 5th time they've intercepted in this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Gets everything he has under this throw, and they pick him off again! And the Texans get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
Jump to the pass,
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Flushed down out to his left. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds past midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Throwing this back in the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That play is so impressive on so many levels, not just because it saves a touchdown, Kate. He had to time that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or let him establish possession for the score. That is so, so good.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the gun, it's Hall. And they stop the reverse and hand them a big loss on the play.
Hey, it's not a sack, but these edge players love chasing down runs for negative plays and tackles for loss.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun now for Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Lays out. What a catch. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their 1st. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the 1st. 1st down, ball at the 36. Stroud. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, down here in the red zone where there's a touchdown on the line, you really want to read the quarterback's eyes as a defender. Make sure you know where that throw is going and get in position to swat it away. That is well done.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Stroud off the play fake. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Hooks up with Anthony Gould, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Brings up 2nd down.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. He's going to push one deep. This is brought in at the 15. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Seibert now to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts grow their lead yet again. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Colts have it again after yet another interception.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Chased out to his right. He's running with it. A lot of grass ahead.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Eward,